take I-70 to the Central City Casino Parkway. It's a quick, easy, scenic drive, and best of all, it's a modern 4-lane highway. Central City offers everything you need: hotels, dining, bars open 24/7, and live casino action day or night. So remember, don't take old twisty, cruise I-70 to the Parkway and take the 4 lanes to fun.
Hey, Nuggets fans, did you know that nearly 75% of all aluminum ever produced is still in use today? Which means every time you recycle a Ball aluminum can, it gets to come back. For every nail biter, every triumph for the ages, and all the great moments to come, Ball is the official sustainability partner of the Denver Nuggets. So join the recycling revolution. The future is in your hands. Recycle.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
This is Will Barton. Welcome back to your Denver Nuggets postgame show on the Altitude Radio Network.
Welcome back to your postgame show presented by Ball Corporation. Kings over the Nuggets, 119-114. Back to Sacramento we go. Here's head coach Michael Malone.
You know, RJ's done a really good job of taking advantage of those opportunities. So he's proven that he's trustworthy and he can go out there and help us on both ends of the floor. So I was really happy for him tonight.
Mike Singer.
Hey, Michael, you said it before the game. Nikola never complains about whatever situation. Obviously, you guys are undermanned tonight. He plays more aggressive, ends up getting a career-high 50. What can you say about his approach, particularly in the second half? I think he had 36 over the last 2 quarters.
You know, you guys aren't going to understand this, but more impressive than the 50 points, the 12 assists, the 8 rebounds, 41 minutes played, was what you mentioned, his approach, his mindset, his leadership. He knew that we were undermanned. He knew that we had 2 starters out and a couple of rotation guards out as well off the bench. In the huddles at halftime, I ran him the whole third quarter, and he said, he goes, hey, listen, I'm ready to go. Get me back in the game. He didn't want to sit. You know, he understood how important this game was, and you got to love that about him. Never makes any excuses. And you see all these other superstar tandems around the NBA. And Nikola goes out and does his job. Who's ever available, who's ever ready to help him, great. But, 50 points, career high, he doesn't care. We lost the game. That's all he's going to care about tonight is that he lost the game. He'd much rather get a career high in 50 and a win. And that's why I think we all feel very fortunate to have him as our superstar player because he truly embodies being selfless and unselfish at all times.
Vinny Benedetto.
Yeah, Michael, I think this is the second time in 3 games Tyrese Halliburton has hit a big 3 against you guys in the fourth quarter. I guess what have you seen from him so far in his rookie season?
Oh, he's, reigning Western Conference Rookie of the Month for a reason, right? The guy is kicked our ass every time we played him. And, he has just poise, confidence that you don't see from many rookies. And I think one of the question marks about Tyrese when he was coming into the draft, was the question of how real is his jump shot? I think there was questions about his form, kind of a funny release. But the numbers at Iowa State, were terrific. And I think he's just come in and said, you can doubt me. You can say I have a funny release if you want. End of the day, the ball goes in, and that's all that matters. So, 23 points, 6 assists, and does so very efficiently. 8 of 12 from the field, knocks down 4 threes. And as you mentioned, Vinny, hits a clutch jumper. So he's not afraid to take and make big shots, which is really promising and encouraging and exciting for all these great Sacramento Kings fans.
We've got time for one more. We're going to end with Ryan Blackburn.
Coach, Michael Porter Jr. had a really rough game today on both sides of the floor. How do you get him back on track with this group? How do you get him back on track and in step with the rest of this team?
Sometimes you have to participate in your own recovery. It's not always the head coach's job to, hey, I'm going to fix Michael Porter. He had a rough night tonight, as you mentioned, Ryan. He was a minus 20 for the game, struggled to make shots. He did rebound. Obviously, went out there and got 9 boards. So it starts with Michael, and I have no doubt that he'll be better next game. And he's just got to understand defensively, that's where we as a team he individually, as well as everybody else in that locker room, that's where we really need to commit. The jump shot's going to come and go. That's why defense is so important. If defense is your anchor, you're going to have a chance to win games. And unfortunately, these last 2 games on this short road trip, that hasn't been the case consistently enough. In LA, we had pretty good first half defense, second half non-existent. Tonight, really good first half defense, second half we struggled a little bit. So it requires a 48-minute effort. But, Michael's still young, and we're going to continue to help him find his way. And I know that he's really down on himself right now because he knows that he didn't play his best game. So you pick him up, you encourage him, and you continue to find ways to help him.
Thank you, Coach.
That was head coach Michael Malone. Futures in Your Hands post-game interview presented by Ball Corporation. The future's in your hands. Recycle it. Kings beat the Nuggets today, 119-114. We'll continue with the post-game show presented by Ball Corporation after a break on the Altitude Radio Network.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
This is Bobo. Your Denver Nuggets post-game show continues in 2 minutes on the Altitude Radio Network.
How can Major League Baseball allow this to continue to happen?
Ryan Harris.
I mean, this is in the face of everything Major League Baseball stands for. They're trying to grow the sport. You can't do that with a subpar product. You got an owner who's indifferent to talent on the field. Fans, we lost. We lost. I don't know how you're a Rockies fan. What is there to be a Rockies fan right now? About Bud Black? Dinger? I'm mad at the party deck.
Harris, Hastings, and Dover. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
You know that new Untuck It shirt you've been eyeing? Well, now's your chance to save big on all your favorites with the warehouse sale happening